Alright, so this is Octopus City Blues. This is the control information screen of the game. We'll get there. This is described as the authentic Octopus City simulation. So it's an adventure game. Old school kind of point and click, even though it's controller based, so I'm fine with that. Assuming it recognizes our controller. It does not. So we'll just do a keyboard. We'll do a classic. This is an adventure game. You do it old school. Although it looks more like an RPG. You're an unfortunate fish. Also, let me just check the audio mixer. That's very loud. See, I'm being more thoughtful about that this time. After we fell down. After last week, I'm being a little more mindful of volume. Plus, this is some loud wind. Ghost in a bottle. That would be the developers of the game. The ghost is out of the bottle. It's now a misnomer. Kind of appropriate for October. It's a little Tim Burton in the tone so far. Not in the visual style, to be sure, but I'm hearing this music and I'm thinking like Nightmare Before Christmas. And now I'm thinking Aliens. So this has gone a few directions very quickly. Also, I guess the aspect ratio of 4:3 for the actual game itself. Alright, 6 minutes into demo disc, and we're just jumping straight into the vor. As you do. So I mean, the background, like the pixel art, is very well done. I gotta give it credit for that. The atmosphere is very weird, unsettling. We've zoomed in on this. He apparently did not have a face, and now he does. I don't remember the keyboard controls. Help. I need to do the thing. I think I need to do a thing. Did anyone clip the controls? I fell down. The fact that there's no dialogue. Well, finally there are words. I've been waiting for you, Kafkarian. Is he Icelandic? You are the only one who can end my suffering. The dreams that haunt you are my prison. In the city built on lies lives a depraved man. A man who has wronged and condemned me. This creature, this so-called professor, must die. You shall be my instrument of justice, Kafkarian. We're just gonna call him Kaffee. Coffee. This man is Coffee now. Make him pay for his crimes. Make him suffer as I did. Release me from my purgatory to find a way out of yours. So this is just the demo. I fully expected the main game that you get betrayed by whatever that is. Now we're in Toe Jam and Earl, I guess. Yes. Take the growth hormone. This has just like so much surreal personality. Like, I don't even know how to describe kind of the atmosphere of this whole thing, but I mean, as it turns out, it's not really point and clicky. It's like I'm using keyboard for controls, and so here's our items. How do I select one? I mean, you're supposed to be able to do like controller controls, but it's not registering my controller for whatever reason. So I'm trying to do it all by keyboard, and I don't remember the keyboard controls, so I'm kind of at a loss. I feel like we're supposed to take the growth hormone though. We'll get some sleep. I don't know. That seems like the only thing we could do. We can pick up the growth hormone and we can sleep. Henrietta's Diner. Bunch of like militant stag beetles or whatever. Listen up, you bubblegum chewing glue sniffing good for nothing man. Why am I trying to word tonight? Why? Band of mammalian vertebrates? We've got some real work to do. For reasons beyond my comprehension, you sorry lot were chosen to undertake a task of paramount importance. As you already know, the abhorrent Puller's army has maintained control of our Queen's Tower for the last 2 months. The tower is tightly guarded. All our previous attempts to breach through the Puller's fortification were in vain. This is where we, Next Generation Pusher Forces Unit Form 13, come into the picture. It is up to us to succeed where others have failed. At least that's how the higher-ups paint it. The truth is, this is a desperate last-ditch effort to recapture the tower in a suicidal mission. After all, you ugly toad-eaters are the worst candidates for such a dangerous task. What do they expect from a bunch of rejects and rubes? You're a disgrace to pushers everywhere. I don't even know like what kind of creatures these are supposed to be. This game is very, very weird. Well done, like visually, but weird. Alas, this miserable unit of clowns is all we have. The fate of our queen, your family and friends, and everyone else in this great dung ball we call Earth rests on your shoulders. Kepri, save us all. It's entirely possible this is actually a dung ball. And these are dung beetles. I'm getting the feeling from this game that that is entirely possible, nay probable, at this point. We will make our way through the mouth of the Black River and infiltrate the tower from behind enemy lines. Once inside, we will open the gates to let our army in. I won't sugarcoat it. It's unlikely that any of us will make it out alive, but we'll die trying. The Queen must be recaptured and the rebellion must be quenched. Now, get off your backs and prepare for departure. Let me know when you're ready. Alright, there must be things to interact with. There's some weird stuff going on in that medic tent. Like I said, the art is actually really good on this. Again, weird, but really good. So diner's closed. It is like as obtuse as I generally expect from an older adventure game. Yeah, this is literally a ball of dung. And it sounds like there's some kind of battle between pushers and pullers. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's a point-and-click adventure, just controlled differently. So we are a beetle, I guess. These guys are all asleep. Walls. Ogre. Calf the gaff. Alright. Let's just keep going. I need to double check, like, what? That was a dream? I'm not surprised that was a dream, actually. Okay, so this is one of the early chapters. No. I was wondering if there was any, like, indication of the day shifting or what have you. We can leave this place. I didn't realize that was a door. A TV. The lawyer is talking about Octoblood possession laws. Someone's in the bathroom. Well, this doesn't look like a pleasant neighborhood at all. Up for some dumpster diving today? Even the con man is like, dude, you could stand arrest. Or we can go outside. It's rude to break into a stranger's apartment. Yeah, we're trying to do it though. Like, see if you can stop me. The game can quite easily stop me. The substance of Octoblood is unstable. Opens rips in the universe. Take a look at the giant tentacle behind me. That's giant. City we're living in is a ticking time bomb. Welp. Okay, so we got some gossip. And that's the thing we can do, I guess. Okay, so I feel like we won't be able to use the tentacle hormone until we're in the right location for it. Dig up some fossils. Okay. So we're starting to get into like some meaningful okay. Some like meaningful volume of the game exploration. There's a terrible smell coming from our apartment. Squish. Currently representing the Dreamers in a landmark case to legalize Octoblood consumption in authorized premises. The Dreamers have a bad reputation as a cult of Octoblood addicts, but they are actually a very organized and influential group. Okay, good for you, lawyer. Taking up the cases that matter to you. I remain unsure where we really need to go next or want to go next. It's too dangerous to go down there. Okay. You're generally depressed. There was another way we could go from the apartment building, so let's try this. Well, that's weird. I'd like to get on the centipede, but the ticket booth is closed. I'm not in a position where I can help. Oh, that's as far as we can go this way? Ah. No, find any chemical parts. I'm thinking, now that I actually understand how to use items and interact, which is kind of an important part of an adventure game, well, so much for that. They're trying to dig up tentacles. I have a tentacle growth hormone. I figured, you know. Alright. Who do we give this stuff to then? This is clearly the first step, is to give the tentacle growth hormone to the right person. Welcome to video games, where that's a sentence. Maybe we give them to the mom. I don't know. What about you? What if I just roll at you? What if I gossip at you? Flipping beetles on their backs kills them. Okay. Might find some around the centipede train, though. Maybe this guy we want to talk to? Okay. So now we got Octoblood. And now we're on a boat. I'm confused by this game. Just a lot of weird lore. The sergeant is happy with us now, I suppose? I guess we just talk to everybody that we can and... I don't have anything else I can do here. And then it just ends. And now we're back here. Okay, so we've gotten Octoblood. But that didn't really get us anywhere, I don't think. Yeah, this game is confusing. I mean, it's an adventure game, so I expect a bit of ambiguity. I don't know what to say about it yet. Ah, I thought there was a thing in there I could interact with. I don't know what to say about it yet, but it's intriguing. A very weird kind of intriguing, but intriguing nonetheless. But I have no clue what to do at this stage. The kids seem a little purple today. That's maybe a good point to stop. Yeah. I am really hoping my roommate is okay. So yeah, we probably got like nowhere in terms of like the actual depth of that demo, because like I struggle a lot with adventure games where things aren't really explained and you just kind of have to explore and wander and find stuff. Partly just impatience more than anything. But despite that, like I'm looking at it, like the music is really interesting. It's a really, it actually does sound cool. Like I said, a lot of Toe Jam and Earl kind of overall vibe. You know, a bit jazzy, a bit weird. It's very weird, honestly. But I don't think it's weird in a bad way. I don't think it's gross in a bad way. It is definitely one that, like, if you saw that kind of style, that kind of personality, and you're like, no, then yeah, no. But if you are really down for just weird, then and you have the patience for adventure games, I think. I think that's going to be important. Obviously, with only a half hour and not being super good with it, I don't know how the puzzles are going to shape up. I think the gossip system seems interesting, that you can basically learn items, as it were. I think that's kind of cool, actually. So I'll be optimistic about that element.